Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. The first time you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you once again for coming back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some good news. I actually won a couple of scholarships in the last 3 months. I just want to share with you, just to encourage you and to kind of also tell you about the eligibility and who can apply for them and how the whole application process works. So one of the first scholarships that I won just very recently is called the Elizabeth Russell McEachran Scholarship. Is a $10,000, 10,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. When I got the news, I was just jumping. I was super excited because that is such a great, great money to get. In addition to my not really in addition to my stipend. There's a way they do the calculations. When you get funding, there's a way my department do some adjustment to the base funding that you get from the professor. That is the first one that I got, and then the second one that I got is the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research Travel Award. It's a $1,100 Canadian dollar scholarship. Because I was going for a conference, so I applied for the award and I got the award. And so everything has to do with the flight, accommodation and feeding, everything was all sorted out. I didn't have to pay anything from my pocket. Such a fantastic way to enjoy conferences. And then the third award that I won was also a travel award from the Graduate Student Union. It's a travel award. It was actually 500 Canadian dollars. So altogether, within the space of 3 months, between around May to July of 2022, I've been able to get about $11,600 Canadian dollars of scholarship. That is so fantastic and amazing. One of the things that I just wanted to talk to you about regarding scholarship is that there are a lot more scholarship when you are admitted as a student. So in addition to this funding you will get from your professor, you can also get a lot of, when you start the program, there are lots of other funding that you get, scholarship and funding that you can apply for while in a program. So if you check the departmental website, they are going to tell you this is for student, current masters or current PhD students. So there are actually more scholarships that you can apply for. And then there are basically probably 2 major kinds of scholarships, or 3. Okay, there is one that is department specific, which means your own department is the one that organized that specific scholarship. So any other person in another department cannot apply for that scholarship. It's called department specific scholarship. And then the second type of scholarship is either faculty or university-wide scholarship. Okay, so this is usually funded by the Faculty of Graduate Studies. They're the one that handle graduate students, right? So they offer a lot of all of these scholarships. Okay, and then there are also what we call external scholarships. These external scholarships are things like the Canada Institute of Health Research CIHRO award. There is a Venia scholarship, and some others. There was actually one that I applied for. It's Canada Cancer Research Institute of Northern Alberta or something. So it's an external award kind of. So some of the awards is there are different requirements for those awards, and there are some of them that are going to be paid directly into your bank account. Such an amazing thing to just be doing something, and the next thing you get an alert of say $1,000, $2,000. Actually last in 2020 I actually got a once alert of $3,000 scholarship. So that was, in fact, that did not actually change how much my supervisor was paying for my stipend. So it was like $3,000 just entering my pocket like that. That is so fantastic. It was a department specific scholarship. Yeah, so it means that it is a department. The way my department work, is very different from, I don't know how other departments work in that university or in the same university. Basically how ours work is that every March they send out a Google form and tell students to apply for scholarships. Basically, you fill your name, you submit your CV, your professor write a reference letter, and they're going to tell you these are all the scholarships that are available in the department. These are all the scholarships that are available within the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and these are some other external scholarships that are available. Tick the one you are qualified for. They're going to tell you eligibility. For example, they can say this one is specific for master students, this one is specific for PhD students, this one is specific for those in the first year of their masters, this one is specific for those that are in the third year of their master, this one is specific for those doing cannula research, this one is specific for those that are into bioinformatics. And so you have to find out the one that meets your criteria, and then you apply for it. If you apply for the one that they are not suited for, they are not going to call you, okay? And then there are some other scholarships that are going to be paid monthly, so which means if it's like 20,000 Canadian, like when I started my PhD, I got a $20,000 entrance scholarship, right? So they will not pay you the whole money at once, because they know that if they pay grad students, they're going to go use the money to buy a big car or rent a big apartment. And then so what they do is that they start paying you month by month, gradually, so that you can be eating from the cake gradually and not getting everything at once. Okay, so just quickly, in terms of the eligibility for scholarships, they are not all the same. There are some scholarships that will tell you must have a first class CGPA, let's say 3.5 out of 5.0. I think every scholarship that I've ever had to apply for, that like since I came to Canada, my master's was 4.0 out of 4.0, and then for my PhD currently all the courses that I did are even since I came to Canada, I've never had a B in any course that I've done, right? Every of them have been A's, right? So which means basically 4.0 out of 4.0. So anything that requires 3.5, I usually jump towards it and apply for it. And then there are some, they will say minimum CGPA is 3.0 out of 4. In fact, there is even one that is like 2.7 out of 4.0. Okay, for that they kind of focus a lot on other things. For example, there are some specific scholarship is just volunteering. If you are volunteering within the campus or outside of the campus, you can get scholarships for that. In fact, there was one that I got nominated for. I actually applied, so I'm just waiting for response now. It's a $7,600 scholarship. It's based on volunteering, on campus and off campus. I actually did a lot of volunteering. I currently doing a lot of volunteering, so I got nominated for that award. So I'm just kind of waiting for that now. And then there are some other scholarships that are based on excellence. Maybe you have publications or presentation, some other academic scholarly activities that you are involved in, right? And then maybe conference presentation and conference papers and some other things like that. So those are excellence awards. So each award is unique in terms of the requirement. What I normally like to do is think about the scholarship you want to apply for the following year, and then begin to work towards it. If you need to get a good CGPA, work on the courses, right? If you need to get more volunteers to get qualified, start to do volunteering, right? If you need to do more publications and conferences, start doing all of those, and so that you'll be eligible for those scholarships. So that is all for just to recap. There are more scholarships in the university for current students than for people that are yet to be students. Okay, so if you're currently a student, just explore some of these scholarship opportunities that are available. And if you are not yet a student, think about getting in there first. Don't waste your time on these department specific scholarships that are for internal students only. Think about how you can get that supervisor, get into, I think overall, research students also have tend to have more scholarships than other students as well, because they're doing research and because there are more funding for research programs, right? So that's basically how it works. So congratulate me. I'm very grateful to God for those scholarships that I won, and I actually have other two that I'm waiting for the results. So probably think so that I will get the scholarships, and then I will come share the news with you. And then do you want us to share the money together? Okay, just leave a leave a comment if you want me to give you part of the money. Leave a comment in the comment section, and then I will see what I can do about it. Actually, I can give you something, if you ask me, and pray along with me so that I get the scholarship in the first place. Once again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, do well to hit the like button and the subscribe button, so whenever new videos are released, you'll be the first person to get notified of my videos. And if you have any other specific question, leave the question in the comment section and I will do it to address your question. Once again, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.